It was below freezing in my house again. The late November cold was not uncommon for my hometown of Kostukovice, Belarus. Looking around, I saw the same torn green wallpaper, a box TV, a mirror, and a chair piled with clothes. My whole family slept in one room. I pulled my blanket back over my head because I knew what the problem was. The heat was out again. The thought of making a morning run to our outhouse was paralyzing. However, nothing was going to chill my enthusiasm for the day. It was my 5th birthday. I quickly swung my small legs over the side of the bed and ran over to the chair to grab my coat and favorite pair of pants. I felt a wide smile spread across my face. I had everything I would ever need. I had my family. The warm memory of my 5th birthday was quickly replaced by the harsh reality of my 6th. I have images of nurses rolling me into the hospital room with 3rd-degree burns on both of my legs. I remember warm tears rolling down my face as panic began to settle in. I could not feel my legs. The oppressive smell of medicine coupled with a distinct scent from the bodies of the dead hung heavily in the air. After countless weeks of staring at the washed-out walls of the hospital and an exhausting surgery, I was still unable to walk. My mom carried me for weeks because we could not afford a wheelchair. The weight of physical and mental pain piled up on my fragile shoulders. The trauma left me unable to talk for years. On my 9th birthday, my parents sent me to a speech therapist. I will never forget her words. There are special schools for kids like her. Those words haunted me. My mom tried her best to remain positive, telling me how proud she was of the countless things I had overcome. She knew that my life was a tipping point and that my future hung in the balance. My 13th birthday was my hardest. I was offered an amazing but heartbreaking choice. If I accepted, I would leave behind my family, my country, my language, and my culture for the opportunity of a better education. It was difficult knowing my parents would wake up to an empty house every day, and no one would be able to help them with the garden that sustained our family through the winter. If I stayed, I would get to grow up in the world I understood. However, the country I lived in provided little to no opportunities for a girl growing up in a poor rural community. It was an impossibly difficult decision. I loved my parents beyond words, and I was not sure what the life in the United States would look like. My 13th birthday was the last birthday I got to spend with my birth family. On my 15th birthday, I woke up deep in thought. I had spent a lot of time grieving the loss of all I had known. It was in my 15th year that I began to fully embrace the new life I had been gifted. I love my American family, and the opportunities in the United States are limitless. At home in Kostukovice, there is little chance of living above subsistence. The blessing of being educated in the United States were intended only for me, but also for my family. With that as background, let me tell you a little bit more about my life in the United States. I was 13 years old when I started the 2nd semester of 7th grade. With hard work, long hours, and a lot of help, I was able to navigate the language, find friends, and fit in the culture. In my high school years, I was able to thrive both academically and socially. In those 4 years, I was able to become a captain of the cheerleading team, president of 2 clubs, with one of them being the one I started myself, and reach the top 5% of my grade. I was honored to deliver a speech on academic excellence for the National Honor Society. But my story of blessings doesn't stop there. Based on my high school achievements, I was considered a presidential scholar, which allowed me to receive a scholarship from High Point University. I also received a scholarship as part of the Women's Leadership Program with an international company named Sampa that operates in over 30 countries. This amazing opportunity guarantees me an internship after 3rd year and a job offer after graduation. These scholarships made HPU more affordable than any of the state schools I was accepted into, such as NC State and UNC Chapel Hill. I'm currently studying computer science with concentration in cybersecurity and a minor in women's leadership development. In another amazing surprise, I got the chance of a lifetime to walk on a D1 track and field team. Being a college athlete has brought me joy and discipline. God has blessed me in enormous ways since the very beginning, and no matter what, He has always took care of me. Moving forward, I will continue to take full advantage of everything He has given me and allows me to do. I don't know what the future will bring, but I do know that I will continue to make the most of my God-given talents and every opportunity I had to glorify Him. My American family has blessed me in more ways than I can count, but a need still remains. If you would like to be part of my journey, here's the immediate need. In order for me to complete my sophomore year at HBU, we need to raise $17,500 by December 31st of this year. NewPath Church has a scholarship fund designated to help students like me. I have formally been approved as a recipient, which means that all gifts are tax deductible. If you would like to invest in my educational future, you can click on the Donate tab on this webpage. If you would like to receive my quarterly newsletter and be a part of my journey, please email me at liza.nickita@gmail.com, and I will add you to the list. Thank you for your time and interest.